Today I want to issue you a challenge. Are you ready for a challenge? This challenge comes to us from James chapter 1 in verse 26. If anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. This is a challenge to you, to me, to all of us, that if we want to think that we're religious, or maybe we would prefer the term spiritual, that we are somehow true Christians, then James says you have to bridle your tongue. And I think many of us immediately think, oh, that's talking about cursing, we shouldn't swear, we shouldn't use foul language. Well, yeah, I think that's part of it, but it could also refer to gossiping or just frivolous talk about things that are just inappropriate for Christians to talk about. So that's the first challenge. And then he goes on to give two more challenges. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their affliction and to keep oneself unstained from the world. So we have two more challenges for a total of three challenges for you today. First is to keep our tongues under control. Just like a bridle controls a horse, we are to bridle our words to be appropriate words for people that are professing the name of Christ. The second is to visit the widows and the orphans, which of course in their culture was a really important part of Christian service, was to take care of the widows and the orphans. We do that today, many of us in different countries, in different contexts, in different ways than they did then. But it is to have a heart and an active concern and to get involved, maybe financially, maybe in serving or volunteering on behalf of those who are less fortunate. In this case, it's widows and orphans, but in our case, it might be people in situations in war-torn countries or in famine. There are some believers right now in the Democratic Republic of the Congo that we are reaching out to help with some basic food because of the lockdown is shutting down all the marketplaces. And I certainly would ask that if you're not already involved in helping those in need, that you would contribute to that. And you can do that on our website, lhim.org, and you just select the Congo Mission Fund if you want to contribute to that. Or get involved in your own local community, in your soup kitchens, in other ministries that are around doing this work. And then the third thing was to keep ourselves unstained from the world. What do you think that means? Unstained from the world. I guess it would mean something about how the world affects you. I would think that we want to be very careful about how does the world affect me? Through my eyes, through my ears, right? What we watch, what we listen to, what kinds of things we participate in, that we want to maintain a lifestyle of holiness. And how are we going to get holiness? Well, we gotta read this book, right? And see what God wants for us to do. So once again, this is my challenge for you today. Number one is to bridle your tongue. Number two is to care for those in need. And number three, keep yourself unstained from the world.